So it's time for the third game. It's gonna be a long one, I've seen. Oh boy. I guess I just select new game, don't I? Guess I just select new game. Actually, is the audio fine? It feels like it's rather low. I'm turning it up a little bit for myself, at least. Turn about memories. Oh, Luke was back. Huff huff. Ah. How did I get into this mess? Why? Why did I do that? That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business. I'm telling you for your sake, if you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news. You're lying. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Stop it. Don't talk about her like that. I can't believe that Phoenix Wright is a murderer. It wasn't me. I didn't. Didn't do it. It's 5 years earlier, Mia faced second trial. Also, they're doing construction work again, so if you hear some drilling every now and then sorry. So give me a second there. The sun is very annoying today. Like, I closed this early because the sun was in my face, but now the sun is gone, I'm gone again. April 11th, 9:40 AM, District Court Defendant Lobby number 3. Phew, it's finally time. Kind of nervous. Oh, look, it's Mr. Grossberg. Good morning. Ah, Mia, please calm yourself down. Going to get yourself arrested for suspicious behavior, you know. Chat, I'm sorry. Where is it? You know I need to. You know I need to! Third game, if it ain't my favorite, but at least it has like 2 good cases. Well, I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see. What are you talking about? I'm relaxed, Mr. Grossberg. Look at me, I'm relaxed. Let go from all the pals. You obviously haven't gotten the temperament to be a liar. I'm so sorry. She said I'm so nervous today. Oh, that's right. This is your first time in the big leagues, isn't it? Well, never you fear, my dear. I'm Melvin Grossberg, I'm at your service. Actually, this is my second time in court. Still, you surprised me. What, with your earnest request last night? Let me handle this case, you suddenly said. And quite forcefully, too. I just found out yesterday about the case, I mean. What, you've already learned all the relevant facts? Well, about that, you see, I mean, of course I have, I think. Also, I don't really remember much of this case, so, yeah, of this entire game, rather, so... It's actually kind of funny that the first game is the one that I remember the most of, and everything else is just like a bit of a blur. And again, I guess it kind of goes hand in hand with the, with what I said before, that I don't really remember stuff from 5 to 6 years ago that I've seen. Oh dear. In any case, I'll let our client see you're so nervous. This game is overall a bit forgettable. The only thing I know about this game is Godot and his music. Or Godot, however the hell you want to pronounce that. Like, that's the only thing I remember, really. You see the poor young man in the pink sweater over there? That's our client. Cough, sniffle. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I'll try to keep smiling, Mia. I just want to say, I'll give it all I got. All I've got. Yeah, we'll be fine, no problem. Cough. Achoo, achoo. Now, what's wrong? You have a cold or something, Mr. Wright? Actually, it's Wright. Like the Flying Brothers. People screw it up all the time. And yes, I have a cold. That's what this mask is for. My doc says this way I won't be able to give it to anyone else. Be kind to all, as he says. Right, Mr. Wright. You have nothing to fear in court today. The teen Godo is silent, okay. It's good to know. If you're truly innocent, I promise I will save you. Please let go of my shirt. Off. That's right. He's the one on trial. Not you. He's the one who should be nervous. You need to stay strong for a client, Mia. My name is Mia Fey. I'm still pretty new with this lawyer thing. First time I appeared in court was a year ago. I like that he's just like wearing a pink sweater with a heart with a P on it. It's like, come on, bro. But the trial traumatized me so badly, till I never set foot in another courtroom. It's been 1 year since then, and well, there I am again. But this time I'm going to win. For my client and for myself. April 11, 10 AM. Courtroom number 2. Court is now in session for the trial, Phoenix Wright. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Oh, it's this fucking bastard again. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense today is Miss Mia Fey, was it? Yes, Your Honor. Is there a problem? I was under the impression that Marvin Grossberg was going to be leading the defense. Yes, well, you see, Mr. Grossberg had a bit of an emergency. Emergency? But isn't that him standing there right next to you? Yes, well, you're just a rookie. Are you sure you can really handle this? Don't let him scare you, Mia. Give him your toughest look. Hello, Flo. Still going, eh? Of course, Your Honor. I think. Well, Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please. Well. I can't believe a veteran like me has to spend his time babysitting a new defense lawyer. Stop playing with your hair like that. I don't like how it flops. Don't worry, little girl, it'll all be over soon. What is that all about? Is he trying to trash talk me? No, then. I'd like to proceed with a summary of events on the day in question. The incident occurred on the campus of Ivy University. The murder victim was a student named Dog Swallow. Dog Swallow? What? He was a 4th-year student studying pharmacology. Sounds like I was a very bright young man. Real name. Well, yes, we have a photo taken at the scene of the crime. It seems to me that he got hit by the electric cable overhanging there, but hey. Students discovered the scene shortly after the murder. They found the victim's body. And the defendant, who had obviously bungled his getaway. Then they called the police. Certainly makes the defendant look very suspicious indeed. And legally, we get shortened to D-Swallow too. Very well, the court accepts this photo into the record as evidence. By the way, I can't quite tell the cause of death from this photo. Hehehe. Your reputation for... The fuck is that word? Sagacity? Is well earned, Your Honor. Hold on a second, what the fuck is that word? Crook, please, tell me, please, what is this word? Please. Sagacity, meaning... The quality of having or showing understanding the ability to make good judgments. Okay. Sure. We're loading today, The truth is that the victim died a rather unusual death. Unusual death? What do you mean, Mr. Payne? Well, perhaps the defense would like to take this question. Huh? A simple question. I thought it might loosen you up a bit. I'm a genteel man, if you will. Stop playing with your floppy dick hair. Stop it. A what? Stand up to him, Mia. Show him what you're made of. Ah, perfect opportunity. Well, what was it? The cause. Go on. I'm pleased that you to know at least this much. I'm sorry. I didn't get a chance to read through the whole file. Do I have anything? I actually do. Date and time of death, 4:09 at 3 PM, cause was a fatal electric shock. I wonder. My hemorrhoids are beginning to act up. Bro, keep it to yourself. Please. Now see here. The details on this case are filed under the court record. But you knew that already, didn't you? Yeah, the court... What is that noise? The court record. I think I can see that by pressing RB. All of the weapons we need can be found in the court record. Take a good hard look at the data here and think carefully before you ask me, dear. Yes, sir. I'll do just that. Chad, is it me? It doesn't smell like lemons here. Got to stay calm. Can't let the prosecutor get the better of me. Court record. Okay, let's take a look. Just press RB here. That's not what we're supposed to be looking at. Now then, would the attorney for the defense please answer the question? What was the cause of death? Asphyxiation, electrocution, hypothermia. Going to the court record, it was a fatal electric shock. In other words, electrocution. Electrocution? But how could such a thing happen? I swear all these motherfuckers are blind. Like really? Did the murderer use some type of new super powerful stun gun, perhaps? The answer to that will become crystal clear as this trial proceeds, Your Honor. But before that, there was one more vital issue. What's that? Why? Motive, of course. Apparently there was some bad blood between the victim and the defendant. Bad blood? What do you mean? Oopsie, I'm terribly sorry. You're the defense attorney, so you must know all about it. Oh, there's that. I shouldn't be still in your spotlight like this. I really don't like this guy's smug attitude. That's Vincent Payne for you. He's one smooth operator if you catch my drift. And don't call him the rookie killer for nothing, you know. How did the judge get his job anyway? Nepotism. Now then, let's hear from the defense. What was the source of the bad blood between the victim and the defendant? Then this time I would like to see some supporting evidence. Evidence? Ah, no need to get all worked up over this. As I said, all our weapons can be found in the court record. Find the evidence you need and then shove it in old Greybeard's face. I guess I can check this, huh? Currently has a cold. Oh, I see how it is. A veteran liar with a little too much confidence. Dated the victim dog swallow up until 8 months ago. Yes, sir. Into old Greybeard's face. Mr. Grossberg. Try to set a better example for the young lady. Mia, evidence is the only thing in the court record. People's profiles are as well. You can toggle between profiles and evidence with RP, so be sure to go over it all. The judge has done his job for 3,000 years. Yeah, he does look the part, doesn't he? Now then, let's see what you've got. What was the cause of this bad blood between Phoenix Wright and the victim? I don't know, the girlfriend probably plays into this, I guess. The reason for the bad blood between the two of them was this woman here. I like how there's like no motive in there at all. She just exists, that's it. Dahlia Halfone, is it? Very good, Miss Faye. You seem to have picked up on at least this much. This woman is a girlfriend of the defendant, Phoenix Wright. But up until about 8 months ago, she was with the victim, Mr. Swallow. Clearly, she has some part to play in the story. Ah, he's on it again. Before the cross-examination starts, he's already got the judge thinking like he wants. Very well, Mr. Payne. Please call your first witness. If it pleases the court, the prosecution would like to call Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? The defendant himself? This is fine, Miss Faye. It's fine. After all, Mr. Wright is innocent, right? The defense has no objection. Very well. The court calls Mr. Phoenix Wright to the witness stand. I find it kind of weird that it never got addressed in like the first 2 games, or at least in the first one, that he was on trial himself. Unless I missed that, but I mean, I guess you can't retroactively write it in there. But yeah. Witness, please state your name and occupation. Oh, yes. My name is Phoenix Wright. Actually, when did I play the first game? It's like last September or some shit. Yeah, I probably forgot it by now. Ah, yes, the name is Phoenix Wright. My job is, well, right now I guess I'm a suspect. No, it means what you do before you were arrested. Oh, achoo. I was a university student. Mr. Wright, you understand that you are suspected in the death of your fellow student, Doc? But I didn't do it. I'm innocent, I tell you. I'm telling you, achoo! Ugh! Would the defendant please refrain from passing on his call to the rest of us? Seems the witness has something he wants to say. Well then, Mr. Wright. Please tell us about your relation to the victim. Right away, Your Honor. Maybe this guy should be in bed. And this story happened before the first game. Yeah, but in the first game it never got addressed that he was on trial himself. I mean, not sure if it really matters in the great scheme of things, but... I admit I was there, but I'm not a killer. All I did was find his body. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe. British wannabe. I may, you got a license for that. Just got some water for you. I see. So you hardly knew the victim? Right, like I said, I'm not a killer. Phew, looks like the judge understands. You're being naive, you know. Too naive. Huh? Seems that you've got one small thing, young lady. And it would be? The witness still has to undergo something called a cross-examination. Cross-examination? Cross-contamination in the case there, because he's coughing up a storm here. He's right, and it's the defense's duty to carry out a cross-examination. The purpose is to determine if the witness's testimony contains any contradictions. Contradictions? If a witness is lying, the statement will conflict with the court record. But Mr. Wright is my client. Even if he is your client, then court all lies must be struck down. As a liar, that is your duty, you see. What does he mean by that? Is he saying that his testimony just now, that there was a lie, contradiction? No, then, your cross-examination, if you please, Miss Fay. Please, Mr. Wright, tell me you haven't been lying. I mean, he's a very bad liar, we know that much. You wouldn't do that to me, would you? When you say there, you mean the place where the victim was murdered? Yeah, sort of. The place where something happened anyway. I forgot how this guy screams. Something? You can't hide what happened, we have photographic evidence. Achoo! 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 Anyway, Mr. Wright, what were you doing at the scene of the crime? I thought you said you didn't know the victim, Mr. Swallow. Which is a coincidence. You bumped into each other by accident. Coincidence, huh? So I'm not the killer. Does it really matter? Not really, but it's just gonna bother me. You say you found a body, so we got the police. Huh? Achoo! Unfortunately, it was some older students that notified the police. Older students? That's correct. They were witnesses. Turns out to be the girlfriend, isn't it? Witnesses who saw the defendant standing there next to the body in shock. What? Is this true, Mr. Wright? Achoo! Achoo! Come on, Phoenix, say something else. Could you stop sneezing every time you were in a bind? Well, it's true that I was pretty shocked when I found the body. But how would you even murder someone with a power line? Yeah. I mean, unless it was already hanging there, like, I guess you could push the person into it, but... So, you didn't know his face or even his name, right? Right. Well, no. I mean... So, which is it? Do you know him or not? Achoo! Now, you see here, you can't avoid answering the questions by sneezing all day. I guess I didn't know his name. News to me. Why didn't he tell me that before? I heard he used to date Dolly. Who is this Dolly person? Ah yes, that would be the defendant's lover, Mrs. Dahlia Hawthorne. Oh, I see. Young love, so bittersweet. Oh, that's all I knew about him. I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe, and how do you know he's a British wannabe? Oh, I guess that just circulates the school, doesn't it? Mr. Wright just stated the following in your testimony. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. That's right. I mean, why would I even... But it doesn't sound right. If you hardly knew him, then why would you say that the victim was a stuck-up British wannabe? Achoo! Well, Mr. Wright. No, it wasn't me. I'm not a killer, I swear. Mr. Wright, I'll give you an opportunity to revise your testimony. How is it that you knew the victim was, as you put it, a British wannabe? Oh yes, well... he's always walking around with a huge Union Jack on the back of his shirt. I see. Did you see the crime scene? The Union Jack, I mean. Yes, that's right. Saw it at the crime scene. And that's why I figured out he must love British stuff, you see. It's true, cross my heart. I swear I didn't do it. He's acting fishier than the salmon I ate last night. that's a good line. That's a very good line. May I ask you something, Miss Fay? Yes, Your Honor. What is it now? Who is this person anyway? This Union Jack fella? Oh, for fuck's sake. How did this guy get this job again? Your Honor, I find the idea that a client is indeed a murderer hard to swallow. Fuck you, Meep. Get out of here. -2 points. So we're watching mine before she saw street. What do you mean? What do you mean? Union Jack is the name of the United Kingdom's flag. Oh, I see. You mean like the Stars and Stripes, right? As usual, Your Honor. Your insight astounds me. Hey, something just occurred to me. Isn't there something strange about this bitch just now? Mia, there's a contradiction here. Mr. Grossberg? Quickly now, show what you mean business. With evidence, I mean. Oh, okay, Mia, check the court record carefully. Oh, my dear, do you think you can manage on your own from this point? I mean, I guess it doesn't show up on the back of his... yeah. Should be able to handle it. 1 year ago I was in the courtroom just like this. Can do it. Can handle this myself. Mustn't try to bite off, Oh. You meant Mia, oh. God damn it. Yeah. You mustn't try to bite off more than you can chew, Mia. I'll be fine, I know what I have to do. Remember, you can always press him to get more information. No, a normal thing. When you go to state a contradiction, make sure you present some definite proof. Okay, Mia, one more time from the very beginning of this testimony. I'm not a ghost. Always remember to present your attorney badge. Thanks, Meep. Thanks, Meep. That's great advice. That's great advice. Are you certain you saw the Union Jack? Yeah, I'm sure. It was right there on his back. Miss Fay, this is some point in this line of questioning. Your Honor, League of Legends. Please take a look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, there's absolutely nothing on the victim's back. Hey, wait a minute. He's wearing a leather jacket. The Union Jack was on the back of his t-shirt he was wearing. I was under the impression that you accidentally came across the body. But if that was really the case, then you wouldn't know that, would you? You would have no idea what he was wearing underneath that jacket. Mr. Wright, you've been lying to me! Not putting everything in my power to make this case more digestible. Fuck off. I didn't know you were trying to, that you were studying to be a comedian, Meep. Huh? God damn it. We're just going to let you sleep in the bathroom if you keep this behavior up. Don't worry about it. Mia, you made a client cry. Let him. The penis just doesn't stand for Phoenix anyway. I can't believe I trusted him. Mr. Wright was all wrong. He made a young man cry. What? Oi! That was an impressive bit of cross-examination. Thank you for uncovering the defendant's lies for me. It's quite clear that this man did not simply stumble upon the scene of the crime. He's gonna go to the toilet early without having to get past the cat. I guess that's true. But it's gonna be kinda awkward for the rest of us to go to the toilet at night, huh? Uh-oh, you gotta go too far? You know what? You can sleep in the kitchen. Right next to our food. By the way, Mr. Wright. You seem to have a rather bad cold. Have you taken any medicine for it? Yeah, I took some, but... What's the medicine that you took over an over-the-counter brand called Cold Killer Axe? Yeah, that's right. It kills colds good. Hey, wait a second. How did you know that I'm a big fan of Cold Killer Axe? If his flight doesn't get cancelled by the damn state. Yeah, that's an entire thing, isn't it? Would you happen to have the medicine with you right now? Well, actually, I seem to have lost it somehow. You lost it? It doesn't even have anything to do with the case. Mr. Wright, shall I tell you where your cold medicine is right now? Huh? Your Honor, I'd like you to take a look at another photo from the crime scene. What's this? It's the victim's hand. It's Cold Killer X. Yes, but even I've got a bowl of Cold Killer X in my apartment. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that argument won't work. There's no doubt as to who this bowl of Cold Killer X belongs to. Especially since Mr. Wright's fingerprints are all over it. What? Sensing his murderous intent, Mr. Swallow must have picked up the bowl of medicine, dropped by Mr. Wright and hid it in his hands. His purpose in doing so can only have been to identify this killer as Phoenix Wright. Maybe he just borrowed the pills. Order in the court. Your Honor, I'd like to present this photo and bowl as evidence. Very well. The court will accept it into the record. Hold on, you pointed. The victim's wrist was broken. Yeah, probably because of the electric shock, wasn't it? 3 p.m. It's 5 past 3. Broken? Give me a second, chat. Something shows up right now and it's confusing me. Nothing related to all of this. Huh. Well, I guess that's good news for Mario. Yes, it ceased functioning when a large wave of electricity passed through it. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have some kind of explanation for all this? This is really bad. Then you just have to lose that habit what you do with it. I mean, you will lose it over time, don't worry. Oh my buttocks, my poor hammer. Shut up about your goddamn hemorrhoids, you fucking gross bastard! No one cares about that. Keep it in your pants. The truth is, I mentioned it because he caught me. He was in the pharmacology department, and he agreed to meet at 2:45 behind the building. We talked for a bit, and then around 3 we split up. And later when I went back, I found him lying there. I've been taking Cold Killer X for the last 2 or 3 days, but I lost my bowl of it around lunchtime of the day of the accident. Mr. Wright, it is completely different from the testimony he gave us previously. Achoo! Achoo! I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was afraid you wouldn't believe the truth. You forgive me if I say I hardly find your current testimony any more credible. Miss Faye, please begin your cross-examination. Oh, please, Mr. Wright. Don't tell any more lies. Had you ever met the victim before then? No, never. But... And that day he called me up and told me he wanted to talk about Dolly. Then this Dolly person is... My, it's kind of embarrassing. She's my, sweetheart. Oomph. What was that from me? No, I'm sorry. I just felt like slapping something all of a sudden. What? Dahlia Hartman was also the lover of the murder victim, Doc Swallow. Before she met Mr. Wright, that is. So it was one of those nasty love triangles, I see. Wasn't Mrs. Swallow indicated that you should meet at 2:45? Yeah, and we were both at right on time. You said the victim was in the pharmacology department, correct? Yes, he was studying how to manufacture and improve pharmaceuticals. Everyone called him the alchemist of Ivy University. An alchemist? I see. I gotta admit it was a little suspicious. He had a whole laboratory and everything. It was filled with chemicals and strange machines that run on high voltage electricity. Oh, how fascinating, since he was quite an ambitious young man. What do I do? Maybe I should ask him for more details? Sure. I was wondering if you could tell us more about the pharmacological fucking hate that word. Pharmacological department. Oh, okay, sure. Don't know all that much though. A little bit earlier in your testimony, you said something interesting. You said the department uses strange machines that run on high voltage electricity. Oh, that's right. And they sure look dangerous. They use non-standard voltages, so there are high voltage cables everywhere. High voltage cables? Yeah, there are electrical poles set up all around the building. The high voltage cables run over around the roof. Finally, I think we're getting somewhere. See if I can get anything else out the other part here. So you're absolutely certain that you met at 2:45? Yeah, pretty sure. It's the time the class ends. But you're always doing experiments, so it doesn't matter much. Experiments? Yeah, this pharmacological guy's always in the lab wiping up something. Well, looks like he's right about the time anyway. Wait, let's go on with your testimony. So what was it what you were talking about? You know, true. Then maybe we should hang out again sometime? Hang out again sometime? I wish it were true. So you say you went back? Yeah, that's when I found the body. Yes, but why did you go back in the first place? Why aren't you angry about it? Well, that's right, I was. And then why, Mr. Wright? Why did you go back there? I thought maybe we could make up. Achoo! Achoo! Judging by the atmosphere, I'm pretty sure no one is buying this. It's where we usually catch a cold this time of the year, isn't it? In April? It's not that weird, honestly. I always get a little careless when the weather starts to warm up. Guess I shouldn't sleep with the window open this early in spring, huh? I suppose common sense is not always common. So, did anyone else know that you were taking cold medicine? Well, I always took one after meals. So, I'm pretty sure all my friends knew about it. On the day of the incident, what did you do for lunch? Huh? What does that have to do with anything? You can never be too sure. And I'll always eat with Dolly. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. No, I should not. Dolly's homemade lunches are just the greatest. Her mini omelets are magically delicious. Ouch! Why did you push me in the jaw? Oh, I'm sorry. Just felt like hurting someone all of a sudden. She's jealous, is that it? I think that's enough for now. So the defendant and the victim met at approximately the time of his death. And then the defendant returned to the scene for some unknown reason. I'm not entirely convinced by his explanation about the medicine bottle either. Let me be frank, Mr. Wright. Your testimony cannot be trusted. What do you mean? Hehe. I knew it was too much work for a little girl. However, there was one mystery that still remains. There is, Your Honor. How the murder was carried out, of course. Just how was the victim electrocuted? I don't believe the murder weapon has been produced yet, correct? Well, that is, you're correct, Your Honor. So how exactly was Mr. Swallow killed? Could somehow establish how it was done? Maybe we could still come out of this mess smelling like a rose. You want me to bullshit my way through this? Your Honor. Yes, Miss Faye? I believe that if we were to piece together everything we've heard up until now, we should be able to solve the mystery of how Mr. Swallow died. That would be most impressive. Hehe. Quite a brash statement coming from a rookie. But even a beginner like you must understand the basic rules of the court, yes? An attorney must be able to substantiate their arguments with evidence. Of course I know that. Actually, I'd totally forgotten about that. Now then, Miss Faye, let me see what you've got. Show me how you believe the victim is electrocuted. because it's just present the entire thing, right? It's for the cause of death. League of Legends. I'd say this picture captures it quite well. What? There is nothing that even remotely resembles a murder weapon here. I'm afraid the defense is going to have to explain this in a bit more detail. Miss Faye, where exactly in this photo is the murder weapon? Well, naturally, it's right here. See this clearly, see the pulse I've said electro effects are stored in this picture. That's, what is that? A severed electrical cable, I believe, Your Honor. Remember the testimony we've heard? The machines in the pharmacological students used in their experiments require high voltage. And because of that, there are special high voltage cables strung up everywhere. So then, the high voltage cable. Yes, the high voltage cable is the cause of death. No shit. No. She looks so incredibly smug here, what the hell? Yes, the high voltage cable is the cause of death, this is the most likely explanation. It certainly sounds plausible. Well, Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this? Well, I believe some praise is in order. Why do you every time you say that? It's confusing. What do you mean? Don't toy with me, old man. No, the victim's cause of death may indeed have been a high voltage cable. However, I want you to think what that really implies. The only one who had the opportunity to use the cable as a murder weapon was... the defendant. Achoo. That much is certainly true. Yes, and that's not all. We have proof. Irrefutable proof that established Mr. White as a murderer. You do? Well, what is it? His fingerprints. Fingerprints? You mean that the defendant's fingerprints were on something besides the medicine bottle? Let's take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, the victim is wearing a leather jacket. Now you may know, a leather holds fingerprints quite well. You mean, I think the umbrella in the background also has something to do with it, huh? Yes, it is quite clearly imprinted on the chest area of the victim's jacket. The palm print of the defendant's very own hand. What? I can only think one way Mr. Wright could have left a print like that. Intent on murder. He squarely pushed the victim towards the severed electrical cable. Order. That's enough. I think we can conclude that there's no reason to continue with this cross-examination. Stick a fork in us, we're done. Mr. Grossberg. My hemorrhoids have a light. Shut up! The show's over me. I knew that boy was guilty from the first time I saw him. No, you're wrong. Mr. Wright is innocent. No further evidence is required to convince me of this man's guilt. Your Honor. At this time I'm prepared to render a verdict in this case. Do you have something further to add, Miss Faye? This is what you want, Mr. Wright. You still haven't told us the truth. The whole truth. If you don't say something now, the judge is going to hand down his verdict. But I can't. I just can't say it. If I told you what really happened, then I'd be... It's okay, Mr. Wright. I'm your attorney. You can trust me. Miss Faye? No matter what it is you have to say. I believe in you and I'll represent you till the very end. You've already established the defendant's guilt. There's no further need for him to say anything. Cough, cough. Wait a minute. Mr. Wright, I'll tell you what really happened. But I've already told you, Mr. Wright, there was no need for further... Cough. Why do you say that every time? He doesn't know. Hold on. Let me see if I can find that. This is like the dumbest fucking thing ever. There it is. No, I don't want to save this as a fucking WebP. Piss off. Piss off, Google. No, I won't even Google Firefox in this case. Because it's just like a snippet out, I guess. For fuck's sake. I fucking hate WebPs. Oh, I think I overread something now. Oops. It's an ancient... Is it an ancient meme? It might be. I don't know how old it is. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Your Honor, League of Legends. Sentence is death. There, that's it. It's simple. So, Your Honor, League of Legends. It is ancient. I guess it is ancient, huh? Don't make me feel old, Meep. Shut up. I did it. I admit I pushed him. It's my fault. My fault that Doc swallows that. I already feel old when I play games most nowadays, but remove Wolf. God damn it. You're not even that old. Shut up. I'm 38. I don't feel old. 25 and all to retire. Man's sweating. What you just said? Was it the truth? Yes, I was afraid. Figured if I told the truth, everyone would think I was a murderer for sure. Well, this is not really helping now, is it? Well, as being Scully said, we're all absolutely convinced you are. Well, please. Just give me one more chance to explain. This time I swear I'll tell the whole truth. It'll be okay, won't it, Miss Faye? I believe in you. Oh, thank you. Still can't believe it. You really did push the victim. Feels like my hemorrhoids are doing the Harlem... Well, talk about fucking memes. Holy shit. Well, that aged poorly. When was this a thing? Holy fuck. And that guy, he was talking bad about Dolly. I lost my temper and gave him a shove. At that moment, I heard some kind of loud noise. A little while after I left, I started to get worried. So I went back, but he was just lying there dead. I mean, this entire thing doesn't make sense because you pushed him on his back. And the picture shows him, like, laying on his stomach. So I guess he got pushed over, then the fucking thing snapped, and when the guy got back up, he just kind of stood into the cable and just fucking died. Some shit like that. Well, the explanation is really quite simple. When you pushed him, Mr. Swallow flew back and touched the electrical cable. He died from the shock. And that is, as I say, is that. Simple explanation indeed. At the time of the incident, a light rain had been falling. Right from the rain, the victim was more easily electrocuted. But when I pushed him, there wasn't any electrical cables nearby. If there had been something like that, even I would have noticed it. That's true. Even a doofus like him couldn't miss that. Miss Faye. Let me warn you right now that if your cross-examination doesn't yield any new facts, I intend to deliver my verdict without further delay. Don't be clear on that. Yes, Your Honor. Don't give up, Mia. If he is innocent, there must be some kind of evidence somewhere that will prove it. Actually, I need to save. I haven't saved yet. Just in case something happens. Right. I got a lot of save files in now. Let's go with the fourth one, sure. That guy was talking bad about Dolly. So what kind of things did Mr. Swallow say to you? He said all sorts of terrible things about Dolly. He said she was a bad girl. Is that all? Yep. Well, Miss Faye, you heard him yourself. Oh boy, you're not doing yourself any favors, Mr. Wright. Please don't make this harder for me than it already is. Anyway, after you said that, I just lost my temper and gave him a shove. Can you tell me about what happened in a little bit more detail? That guy just said what he wanted to say to me. And then he put on the jacket he was holding and started to leave. That's when I lost my temper and flew into a furious frenzy. I just gave him a light, gentle shove to the chest. And when you did that, there were no severed cables anywhere to be seen. Right, there was nothing like that at all. But it is possible that you merely overlooked it. Well, I guess it's possible. What are you doing? Don't let that guy steamroll like over like cheap asphalt. I believe that it is important here at the moment that the push occurred. Let's continue on with the testimony, witness. A loud noise? Now that's what you say that loud noise was, Mr. Wright. I'm not sure. It was really loud. It was like snap. Like, you know, come to think of it, I wonder what it was. Hehe. Clearly, Your Honor, it was the sound of the victim being electrocuted. You're not qualified to decide that. What should I do? I'm fretting on some dangerous grounds here. Ask for more details. Mr. Wright, that loud noise you heard may be extremely important. So try to remember what it was. How do I put it? It was like a sharp crack. Ah, could it have been? Yes, could it have been? Hurry up and tell us. When I pushed him, he dropped the umbrella he was holding. He fell right on top of it and it broke. That was probably the noise I heard. An umbrella, huh? And then that umbrella belonged to the victim. Yeah, it was a plastic umbrella, cheap and frail. Kind of like the owner. Then again, I wish I had any kind of umbrella. It was totally soaked to the bone. Miss Faye? What do you think? Something important in the testimony just now? Well... I guess it's important. This is it, Mia, the new information you've been waiting for. Of course it's important. No, this cheap umbrella is more than important, it's vital. I want the official evidence into the testimony. Huh, how perfectly fitting. Flimsy information for a flimsy lawyer. The court agrees to the defense's request. Witness, please add a bit about the cheap umbrella to your testimony. So Mr. Swallow fell on top of his umbrella, and you're certain of this? Yeah, just right there under him. Actually, if it hadn't been under him, I was planning on borrowing it for myself. The umbrella, you mean? Well, yeah, you see, I was wearing the sweater here. Dolly stayed up late for nights at the time knitting it for me. I didn't want the rain to dampen the handmade symbol of her love. Oof. My stomach is not used to use your personal soccer ball. And my stomach is not to be used as your personal soccer ball, Mia. Ah, I'm sorry. I just shaded so much. Continue on with your testimony, witness. A little after I left, I started to get worried. After you shoved the victim, did you leave the scene right away? Yes, I did. I admit it, I was furious. You left without even checking out Mr. Swell's condition. Well, yeah. But like I said, I got worried about him later. So I went back when he was at. At the time, did you see anyone else at the scene of the crime? Cough, cough. Cough? Nope, nobody. Jeez, could a stupid cough possibly sound any funnier? In that case, it's very hard to believe someone else could have been the murderer. Unless we can find something that shows his innocence from the testimony, my dear. I'm afraid the judge will make this a final decision with no remorse whatsoever. Yes, sir. Right now I need more info that will help me turn up some of the contradictions. Alright. I see that this has like a slight different color, but could have made it a little bit more obvious, honestly. Alright, I guess the name says it, huh? Okay, the umbrella wasn't added. Your umbrella's behind him. Why didn't you testify about your umbrella from the very beginning? Come on, if I'd mentioned that, should have been able to counter the prosecution's arguments earlier. What do you mean by that? Take another look at the crime scene photo. According to Mr. Wright, the victim fell on top of his umbrella. However, if you look closely, the umbrella is nowhere near the victim. Actually, it's by the electrical ball. You're absolutely right. Conclusion here is obvious. After the defendant left, the victim moved from where he fell. In other words, after he was pushed by the defendant, Mr. Swallow was still alive. No! Order. The victim, he moved. Mr. Payne, the umbrella in this photo, where is it now? Well, it was collected by the police at the crime scene. I want it presented as evidence immediately. Umbrella. Doesn't say much though. But the umbrella could have simply been blown there by the wind. According to the testimony, the victim fell on top of the umbrella. Simply no way it could have been blown there by the wind. But I know this matter of the umbrella seems relatively trivial. But as long as the smallest doubt remain, I cannot render a final judgment. No! I must say, I still find it hard to believe that a huge hole has been blown in the prosecution's case by the defendant's testimony. Oh shit! Updated testimony. Victim fell on top of the umbrella and was allowed to sound when it happened. Well done, Mia. Hehehehe. Mr. Payne, what are you chuckling about? Pardon me, Your Honor. Seems I was expecting too much of a free ride. I was foolish to think that I could establish his guilt through cross-examination alone. Afraid I don't follow what you're saying. Let me guess, you have another witness? Exactly. And this witness's testimony will be what the fuck is that word? What? What is this fucking word? I've never heard of this word before in my life. What is this nonsense? We're just making shit up now? Well, back to fucking Google. Incontrovertible meaning. Not be able to deny or dispute it. I mean, I guess, yeah, but I hate this word. I don't even know how to fucking pronounce it. Incontrovertible? Ugh. Well, who is this witness? Mr. Dahlia Harton. Mr. Dahlia Harton? You don't mean Dolly? That's the real world. I mean, I guess, huh? I do, Your Honor. The defendant's very own lover is a witness of the whole thing. That's right. She was at the scene of the crime and the murder took place. What? Okay, but how many times in real life do you use this fucking word? Like, really? I'm sorry to break the bad news to you, my dear. Bad news? You couldn't be more wrong. Actually, I've been waiting for this. You can't be serious. Mia, what do you mean by that? Court? You say that as if I've ever been to court, in English to begin with. I think this is a good point for us to stop at. Court will now enter a 20-minute recess. Afterwards, we will listen to the testimony of Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Alright, it's almost about as long as I've been playing this game. Chat, there's something about glass. What the fuck is this? Clean it later. Miss Faye, I'm sorry about what happened back there. It's alright. You told us the truth in the end, Mr. Wright. Yeah. So I guess I can start to relax then, huh? Relax, my boy? My boy. You can't be serious after hiding such an important fact. But, the next witness is my dolly, right? She'll save me. I just know she will. Why do you think that? Huh? What do you mean? She's the love of my life, that's why. The love of your life, huh? Would you mind telling me more about you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne? Sure, no problem. Dolly and I first met about 8 months ago right here in this very courthouse. Actually, I'm studying to be a lawyer on the side. Anyway, one day she and I just bumped into each other in the reading room downstairs. That's why I really think it was fate that brought us together. As soon as I first set eyes on her, I knew she was the one for me. Oh, there! Take a look at this! Oh, here. She gave this pendant to me the day we met as a symbol of our love. She'd been wearing it around her neck that day, but then... She took it off before she gave it to me. She said, I want you to carry this. She gave it to you as a present, I see. This darling little ball is filled with memories of my darling little dolly. It's only a little ball, alright. Makes me so happy. Show it to everyone I meet. I want to share my happiness with the whole world. Anyway. So after that, you and Miss Harton started dating? Yeah, but you're so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Please give it back now. That's a strange girl, asking for a present back like that. By the way, Mr. Wright. The day you first met Dahlia Halfone 8 months ago. It wouldn't happen to have been on August 27th, would it? Huh? Yeah, it was. How did you know? This happened on August 27th, right here in this courthouse. What's this? A newspaper clipping? Let's see. Murder in the courthouse? Murder? What are you reading there? Let me see that. Oh, I see. Mia, I think I understand what you're trying to say. And I think I understand why you suddenly took such a keen interest in this case. You believe that there is some connection between these two cases, am I correct? Hope you don't mind, Mr. Grossberg. Let me read this real quick. Very little information is being disclosed at this time since the victim of yesterday's incident in the district courthouse cafeteria is said to have been a liar. However, police are questioning the 19-year-old female school student who was sitting with the victim. I need to finish this myself. Ah, yes, but... I'm afraid that you haven't all been up there. I'll go and have a look in the downstairs reading room and see what I can find. Thank you. I'll do whatever I can to be of help to you, Mia. Well, it looks like the recess is about over. We better all get moving. I guess so. That recess just seemed longer than 20 minutes, though. Oh, we're doing a split part here, huh? Give me a second, chat. Alright. How long was the first case of the first game? Actually, I can probably check it on the... No, I don't think I can check it on the vault. Court will now reconvene. Mr. Payne, please call your witness. Very shorter than this, I tell you. Yeah. Because, like, I know I did it in, like, one stream, and then I think I started, like, the second case, like, right after, but I'm like, did it only took, like, 40 minutes or some shit? Like, I don't remember how short it actually was. I mean, the last one, of the first case from the second game was already pretty lengthy as well, so... It's nothing new. This next person is someone who witnessed the crime as it happened. Prosecution calls Miss Dahlia Halfone to the stand. She did it. Your Honor. Definitely did it. What's with this stiff silence? In my long career as a judge, I've been deceived by many witnesses. It's my job to doubt, to take no one at their word. But in your case, I must admit that you radiate a glow of complete sincerity. Impossible, she's an angel. Yeah, right. Can't believe you actually said that. Oh, now then, witness, could you please state your full name? Don't worry, sweetie, there's no need to be nervous. If anyone says anything rude, I'll give Monsieur, I'll cut them down to size, cut them right down to size. Alright. And then we'll bash them with my gavel, oh boy. I love how you look straight at me when they say that. Thank you for calming my nerves. You're also nice. Almost feel right at home? Not at all. Just nothing. If we may move on now, what is your full name and occupation? Hello there, Adri. Don't you drag Clef into this. Come on now. Clef is innocent. If anything, it's a daddy on display there. What's your full name and your occupation? My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I'm a junior in literature at Ivy University. Just wanted to say, it's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence. The honor is all mine. Stop playing with your hair like that. No, the honor is mine. Well, we know that... well, we know whose milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Well, I mean, looking at her, she doesn't have much milkshake, but hey. Sir? Something I can help you with? You just go and say whatever's on your mind. Sure, there was some kind of mistake. Feeny wouldn't kill anyone, I just know it. Yes, yes. I can see why you would say that. This is going to be a tough witness, alright. Don't take 12 seconds to wrap them all around the little finger. Now then, please proceed with your testimony. Let us hear about what you witnessed on the day of the incident, if you please. I don't care much for milkshakes, chat. As a kid, I liked them. Then I drank too much milkshakes and had to throw up, and since then I don't like them anymore. I've been planning to go back to Feeny's place after class was over. Feeny and Doey, they were talking behind the building. Then suddenly, Doey got all wobbly and just collapsed. That's when Feeny noticed that I was there. I went to go and find some of the students and call the authorities. I don't know what to say. According to you, Miss Hawthorne, the defendant didn't do anything wrong. A young lady. As old as I am, even I recall how hot the flames of young passion can burn. Shut up, dude. Nevertheless, it's my job to discover the truth. Please tell us the truth. But I would never. It's more than enough witness. I won't allow this to continue. What do you mean by that? Please just let me proceed with my cross-examination, Your Honor. I, for one, don't plan to win my case on a bunch of paper-thin lies. Tee? You haven't changed a bit. Mia Fey? What's this? So you two are acquainted? Yes, we've met before, once. In any case, Miss Fey, the floor is all yours. It's good to see you again, Madame Fey. Oh, Madame? I'm no one's grandma yet, girlie. I've been planning to go back to Feeny's place after class was over. Now, unless I'm mistaken, Feeny, I mean Mr. Wright, is in the art department. If that's the case, then what were you doing by the pharmacological building? Well, I lived in the literature department. I'm studying Japanese Senryu poetry. Oh ho ho, wonderful! Isn't that humorous yet satirical style of haiku, yes? Nothing left to do. When a man reaches this age, sleep is his best friend. It's supposed to be poetry? Sounds more like a midlife crisis. For me to get to the art department, I have to walk through the back area. Ah, yes, I see. That makes sense. When I went to enter the courthouse, I always walked through the front doors. How else would you enter? Teleportation? This church, I swear. So who is this Doey person? Dougie? Oh, I guess Dougie, huh? Well, I'm sorry, Doug Swallow. Chad, is a duck or is a dog? I fucking can't with his name. I guess it's Doug. We were dating until about 8 months ago. So that's what Doey, Mr. Swallow and Mr. White were talking about anyway. Whatever sounds more like Dick. Dick Swallow. Okay, you be so mean. I would never eavesdrop. I wasn't dressed to be so rude and unrefined. That's right, Miss Fey. Don't drag the witness down to your level. Why am I being demonized here? Please, go on. What did you see next? Then suddenly, Doey got all wobbly and just collapsed. Can you see why she broke up with dog? I was saying that the victim just collapsed on his own? Yes! She clearly too fragile to swallow. God damn it. Wouldn't she be the one doing the swallowing? Uh-huh. In other words, the defendant never touched the victim, is that right? I was watching the whole time. Feeny never did a thing to Doey. If I press it for no good reason, I'll just know the judge will get angry at me. So what should I do about the testimony just now? Well, I showed a contradiction, I guess. Feeble lies are not very becoming, Miss Half-One. Let's drop them, shall we? What? I would never. Miss Fay, I will not allow you to badger this witness. Just say badger? Hmm? Are the badgers blue, perhaps? I believe the defense is engaged in a fishing expedition. Fishing expedition? Catfishing? That is, just no supporting, well, please don't look at me like that. I'm just doing my job. Oh, did Miss Hawthorne? The defendant's palm prints were found on Mr. Swallow's leather jacket. It has already been shown that Mr. Wright did in fact push the victim. What? There's no need to try to cover for the defendant. It would be so much better if he came out and told us the whole truth. It's nothing to worry about, young lady. Just tell us everything that you saw. Yes, Your Honor, I will. If you don't mind, I like to revise my testimony. Looks like we're finally getting somewhere. Are we, though? Are we really? She just showed up. Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Doggy. You didn't see it? Well, I saw the moment when Doggy fell to the ground. And that time there was only 2 of them at the scene. The defendant, Phoenix Wright, and the victim, Doug Swallow. Yes, that's right. They look like they were fighting. So then what did it look like they were doing to you? I thought they were having a nice, friendly afternoon conversation. Oh, give me a break. That's why I wasn't really watching them all that closely. Did you notice anything out of the ordinary at all? No, nothing at all, Mr. Judge. Oh! You don't like the sound of that, Mr. Judge. Mr. Judge. Now then, please proceed with your testimony. He's so easily bribed. Even if you need to pay him, just say some nice words. When you say students, do you mean students from the pharmacology department? Pharmacology department. I fucking hate that. Yes, they're all very fond of the drug. I mean, not that kind of drugs. You know what she means, but still, that sounds very wrong if you just see it like this. Please try to stay on topic. So, to find some pharmacology. Pharmacology. Minor, please. English. You went into the labs, correct? That's what I was planning to do. But in the end, I wound up not going. A group of about 10 research students came running out to the building entrance. Somebody else seemed to know what was going on. The student knew what was going on? But how could the students even have known what was going on? They just kinda ran out of the building because they lost their power. Maybe. Well, I don't know for sure that they knew that happened. Instead, they all seemed kind of excited about something. Doesn't look like I'm going to get any more information about the students. So did the students call the police? Yes. It was so... I was so panicked. Miss Misora, do you like all that? No. No. Miss Misora makes me think that you're addressing my fucking mother. I'm not that old. No miss here. No miss, no ma'am, no nothing. Alright? Bub? Got me? Oh, else anyone would have been, my dear. That girl, she's telling super obvious lies, she knows it. She's just pretending to protect Mr. White. Yes, that's gonna be it. Way to go, Mia. Okay, that means I'm going to have to dig deep to find a contradiction on this one. Honestly, I've got no fucking idea. Oh. Yeah, this is the right one. I'm gonna have to double check it every time now, aren't I? Didn't look like they were fighting, but they got pushed. Oh, whoops. Just like they were doing to you. I mean, he pushed him, so it would look like they would be fighting, but... how How do we get to that is the question here. You say you didn't hear anything unusual, is that correct? Yes, that's why I was very relaxed, looking at the scenery around me. That's nice, but I find it just a little odd. I have heard the testimony of your boyfriend, Mr. Phoenix Wright. And he clearly testified to the effect that when he pushed the victim, he heard a sharp, loud noise. He said that. How about last? No. If you were really that close to the two of them, why didn't you hear that noise as well? Let me take a drink here. This game always makes me very thirsty just because of all the darkness, I guess. Well, maybe the noise was just a little memorable. According to Mr. White's testimony, it was a sharp noise like a snap. There's no way a noise like that could fail to make an impression. Ah! May I have a moment to answer? By all means. I know the reason why I didn't hear the noise. You see, the truth is, I had my headphones on and I was listening to music at the time. The headphones? You mean that both of your ears were covered? The rain was just beginning to let up. But it seemed as though 4 wasn't ready for its fun to come to an end yet. So the sky continued to flash and rumble. Thunder and lightning, huh? Yes, I'm afraid of the sound of thunder. So I put my headphones on to block it out. Hehehe. Well, Your Honor, you can see there aren't any contradictions in the testimony after all. Wait a sec, Mia. The testimony just now. She said something that could totally change this whole case. It was lightning. Your Honor, there was a problem with this witness's testimony. What do you mean? Didn't you notice? She said it was lightning, correct? Yes, what about it? Well, lightning is actually a large discharge of electricity in the atmosphere, am I right? Now it's not the time for a science lesson, Miss Faye. Your Honor, anyway, since the cause of death was electrocution, isn't it possible that the victim died from being hit by a bolt of lightning? I mean, maybe if his umbrella was made of plastic. Then sure. I must admit, a thought did not occur to me. So what kind of thoughts do occur in this guy anyway? This entire case is built on the premise that Mr. Doe Swallow was murdered. But that very premise itself is mistaken. The defense believes that Mr. Swallow was, in fact, the victim of a stray bullet. To the defense may be onto something. Could it be that the death was actually accidental? Alright, you did it, Mia. I'll be taking that not guilty now if you... Hehehe. I'm hurt that you have such a low opinion of me, Miss Faye. Huh? Thing is, I don't have an opinion about you at all, you slimeball. I'm not a fool, you know. The prosecution has done its research, Your Honor. You find that there were no lightning strikes on that location. What? What's more, we have evidence that the electrical cable is definitely linked to this case. Evidence, Mr. Payne? Well, what's this evidence? There's a bit of it. And who is this a bit of it from? The pharmacology students who were conducting experiments in the labs that day. Allow me to read out the court testimony of the pharmacology students. Pharmacology students? For fuck's sake. Why do I constantly get that word wrong? I fucking hate this. All equipment in the labs lost power all of a sudden around 3 PM today. Was it a blackout? All of the lab's equipment run on high voltage, Your Honor. So you're saying the equipment lost power because... Precisely. It lost power because of the severed electrical cable. The power outage occurred approximately at 3 PM. Which fits the time of the death listed in the autopsy report. Exactly! In other words... The victim died as a result of touching a severed electrical cable. The umbrella being plastic wouldn't matter, you think. The only way to reach the ground, the lightning will go through it. Yeah, but considering there's also other electricity poles around it, and they are longer, it should diverge to that now. According to the students, the cables are very old. They were planning on having them replaced in the near future. Then again, it's... No, you can't say if those are made of steel either. Still, they are top. Well, there is a fence on the other side here, which means there's like a sport field there. Those are probably made out of metal now. So probably those would get hit. Whatever. Whatever, video game logic, don't worry about it. I see. Apparently the cables have become so brittle that even the smallest bump could have caused them to break. $2.55? I thought they said 3. Huh? However, this is one thing that troubles me. If the cable could have been broken by any small bump, then it wouldn't have snapped if it hadn't been bumped into, correct? Well, I suppose you could say that. Miss Faye, do you have any thoughts regarding the cause of the severed cable? Your Honor? I don't like how this is looking one bit. I should come up with something to try to regain some momentum. If it pleases the court, the defense would like to state its opinion. Well then, let's hear it. Who or what was it that the cable caused the cable to break? Your Honor, please think back to Mr. Wright's testimony. The defendant's testimony. He said that after he pushed the victim, he heard a loud, sharp noise. The badge did. Why are you all so obsessed with the golden badge? Stop it. The material wouldn't matter. Lightning doesn't care about material, it cares about elevation and geometry. If you have to rip a spike taller than anything around it, that's what lightning gonna hit. I mean, even then, the fence from the sports field is taller than the umbrella by far, right? Yeah. It's no time to debate physics. Just let it be, I guess. He said that after he pushed the victim, he heard a loud, sharp noise. No, this happened at around 3 PM, correct? Yes, that sounds right. Wait, are you saying that the lab equipment lost power at 2:55, which means right in which right in Mr. Wright's timeline? Right in Mr. Wright's timeline. Fuck off. In other words, it was Mr. Wright's shop that caused the power outage. Yes, the prosecution also came to the same conclusion. And it was very shop that caused Mr. Swallow to be electrocuted. Chat, a few years ago, we actually had like lightning strike at like the end of the street here. We were just kind of like looking out of the window, like, ooh, it's like raining, it's like thundering. And then all of a sudden there was just like an impact, like, what? 50 meters away from us or some shit. It was like very loud. And then we lost all the power and like an internet, so that was fun. It was like, what, 3 years ago by now? It really doesn't matter significantly. I mean, it should, right? I'm not going into it further. I'm afraid I can't agree with you there, Mr. Payne. What's that supposed to mean? Take a good look at where the victim landed after being shoved. See the umbrella? It's by the electrical pole. That's right. The victim banged into the pole as a result of being pushed. It was that impact that had caused the cable to break. Well, that makes sense. Then the victim was electrocuted. I'm sorry, Your Honor, but no. It doesn't make sense at all. If the victim was shoved into the far pole, then he couldn't have been electrocuted by the severed cable in the foreground here. In other words, someone other than my client must have electrocuted the victim. Order in the court. The lamentations of my enemy. I have long to hear them. That's also a good line. It's true. The defense is absolutely correct. There doesn't seem to be any way the defendant could have done it. Mr. Judge, sir, may I say something? The Madame Attorney's explanation. She said some things that are a little different than I remember them. What the? Please, just once more. May I please testify one last time? Please, Mr. Judge. Of course it's alright. Just go right ahead and give your new testimony. This is it. She's finally starting to show true colors. Manipulative little bitch, you mean? Yeah. Didn't take long for me to catch on to that. The truth is, Feeny pushed him twice. First time was into the electrical pole. That's when the cable broke. And Dory tried her best to run away from him. But Feeny got up and crashed into him from behind. The cable snapping and Dowie being electrocuted. It all occurred in less than a minute. So after being shot, the victim got up and tried to run away. And that's when the defendant pushed him for the second time. I'm so sorry, Feeny, but I just have to tell the truth. I'm doing the right thing. No, Mr. Judge. Of course you are, my dear. As painful as it may seem, you are. Can we crucify her and put her on fire? She's a witch, I tell you. No, Miss Faye, you may proceed with your cross-examination. Oh, look at me, I'm so innocent, I didn't do anything. Ugh. I can't stand this bitch. Miss Hoffman, previously in your testimony, said the following. Actually, I didn't see the moment you pushed Dowie. Yeah, I know, I'm sorry, I wanted to protect Feeny. So that's why you basically lied to the court? I was a bad girl, I know. Mr. Judge, yes? Would you please forgive little me? Of course he won't. What you did is called perjury. Oh, come on now, just a little white lie. Well, forget about it this time, but please be more careful from now on, alright? Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Judge. Not at all. Ho ho ho. The judge had better be more careful himself. The dark alley is friendlier than that girl. Ugh. Wait, press that. What? Beware your honor. Achievement unlocked. Press Darius claim that Feeny pushed him twice. Why is that an achievement? But why? You're saying you actually saw the victim get pushed into the electrical pole? I know he doesn't look like it, but Feeny can be a bit of an imp when he wants to be. Oh, really? An imp, huh? And I never imagined that he would cause an electrical cable to break. Feeny really is scary when he gets mad. Yeah, he sounds like a very dangerous individual indeed. The thing is, I don't get why that is specifically an achievement for pressing that statement and like nothing else is. It's so fucking arbitrary, but whatever. So let me get this straight. You were happily listening to music on your headphones while you watched the scene unfold? Miss Faye, I'll have to ask you, stop badgering the witness! Where is this fuck? Where is this fuck? I know I have him somewhere. I know I have him somewhere. Because Mia's comment, I guess? Maybe. Badgering the witness, did you say? Badgering? I hope we're not going to see this creature anymore in this game. I hope. I wasn't happy. I'm so scared that I couldn't even move. All I could do was stand there and cheer them on. Cheer them on? What do you mean by that? Well, I wish the best for them both, and that's what it would give them the fight at all. It's very sweet of you to be so supportive. And what happened after that? That doesn't sound quite right. There were hairpins found on the chest of the victim's leather jacket. Mr. Payne, there were also prints found on the back of his leather jacket. No, there aren't. Madame Faye, may I suggest that you listen a little bit more carefully? I said that he crashed into him from behind, right? I think he wouldn't leave any prints behind in that case, would he? Yeah. Did you actually witness the moment the victim was electrocuted? Also, I know that this falls because of the wristwatch. I'm sorry, I didn't actually see it. I turned my eyes away. That's understandable. Yes, indeed. It would have been a horrific sight for anyone to behold. I want to figure out the contradiction here. It's all over. She didn't have much time to come up with a lie, so this is my best chance. Must be a hole in her testimony somewhere. Think, Mia, think! That's an odd witness. I'm afraid I don't understand. You will in a minute. Could you please take a look at this picture? Look at this photograph. Oh, the medicine. Someone who's feeling like to take first calls. It's not the medicine I want you to look at. It's the wristwatch. It stopped at the precise time the victim is electrocuted. In other words, 3:05 p.m. Yes, and your point is, Miss Faye? My point is this. What time was it when the slab suffered a power outage due to the cable snapping? Well, according to the student's testimony, the answer is clear. It is 2:55. Yeah. Would you care to explain to court, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne? What exactly happened during this 10-minute interval? The defense proposes that it was during this interval that the real murderer killed Mr. Dogswallow. Order in the court. This is nonsense! The real murderer? Even you can deny that the time between the cable breaking and the electrocution are completely unaccounted for. Then who was it? Who else are you saying could have done it? You're looking at her. There's only one person who could have murdered Mr. Swallow. Only after my client had left the scene. There was a window of opportunity for the real killer. Miss Faye, is the defense ready to indict someone else as the real killer? It's finally time. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Mine and blue badger costume? No? Hell no! No, never! Because why not? Because no! What kind of sick fetish is this? No! Yes, Your Honor, we're ready. Very well. Yes, no! Stop it! Get some help! Very well, but remember, if you accuse the wrong person, you will be penalized. Think very carefully before you speak, Miss Faye. You see he's silent? Huh. No, Miss Faye, let's have it. Who's the real killer? Hey. Mr. Payne did it. No. It could only have been you, Dolly Hawthorne. How? How can you? The defense is grasping at straws. Rat, no spoilers. I'm not reading the manga. Well, I'm reading the manga, but I only got 2 volumes of it. No spoils. Shush. Shut up about it. Or ban your ass for life. 10 minutes passed between the time the cable broke and the time of the execution. What were you doing during that whole time, Miss Hawthorne? Were you here listening to some music while cheering them on both as they fought? I find it hard to believe that you didn't lift a finger to stop the man dearest to you. Order. Miss Faye? What I mean, wise, what to say. Miss Hawthorne, I believe you did business with 2 men fighting that day, however. After Mr. Wright pushed the victim and subsequently left the scene, it was you who pushed Mr. Swallow to his death by your very own hands. Ah! How can you say something so mean, Madame Faye? I didn't do anything. Miss Faye, this is a very serious charge you are. Your Honor. Please, have something I want to say. Chew! You? What is it? Please strike everything the defense said just now from the record. What the? Are you daft? You're totally wrong, Miss Faye. Dolly, she couldn't do something like that. Mr. Wright, get back in your seat. Bailiff, grab that man. Ah! Achoo, leave my dolly alone. Achoo, cough. Bailiff, grab that man. Ah, that boy. He's got himself into way over his hat. Oh, Mr. Grossberg, you're back. Seems I've arrived just in the nick of time. I found a police report on that incident in your newspaper clipping. Reporting the incident 8 months ago. Thank you so much. This is exactly what I was hoping for. What did you give me? District Courthouse Cafeteria, date 27th. Victim, Diego! Dio? Oh. Diego Armando, occupational liar, suspect Holly Doffa. Wondering just the poison while interviewing the suspect regarding another case. Traces of poison were found in the victim's coffee cup. No poison was found in the vicinity on the suspect's person. It's unclear how the poison entered the victim's coffee cup. I think I know how. You better take a good look at it. Details how you came to lose your boyfriend. Oof. Now then, the defense has made a very serious accusation. Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this? Well, if you only had a bottle, yeah. Well, really, you wanted this. May I interrupt you for just a moment, Mr. Prosecutor? Ah, don't you worry, my dear. I have the situation well in hand. Sniffle. That is right, go right ahead. Madame Faye, are you seriously accusing me of killing my sweet Dowie? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Not only am I saying that you murdered Joe Swallow, but you also tried to pin the whole thing on your current lover, Phoenix Wright. Told you that you should let me handle this. Weep. Sorry, please go ahead. How can you say that? Absolutely devoted to my dear Feeny. The notion that I would try to frame him is ludicrous. It's all just too much for a poor little metal bear. I believe the girl's trying to ask what another motive would be. The answer to that lies somewhere in this police report. It must. 8 months ago, an incident occurred in the basement cafeteria of this building. And then... that same day, the two of them accidentally meet. Your Honor, the defense requests further testimony from Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Just accused me of some kind of unspoken shit. Hey, you're the one who wants to see me in the blue badger costume from all fucking things. I'm questioning your sanity there. Further testimony, what about? About the events of the day when she first met the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What could that possibly have to do with this case? The witness claims that she has no reason to frame the defendant, am I correct? Well, I have evidence that suggests that she, in fact, had a very good reason. Very well then, the court calls the defense requests. Yeah, for fun. Young lady, would you mind staying on just for a bit longer? Of course not, Mr. Judge. Get ready for the battle of your life, Dahlia Hawthorne. What's wrong with that? I'm just joking with you, don't worry. First met my darling Feeny 8 months ago. It's like we were destined to meet in this courthouse basement reading room. The moment our eyes met, my heart skipped a beat. It's more like I found the perfect scapegoat to pot my poison off, huh? Been going out ever since that fateful day. It was so lovely, we literally make people sick. It's just jealousy, I think. Where did that come from? Mr. Wright, do that again and you will be held in contempt of court. And now we enter the final act of a little drama. As we used to say in the days of my youth, go get her. It's only even been 2 hours and I'm already tired of talking. The rest of this game is gonna be murder on my throat in it. Oh, oops. So, until that time he had been dating Duck Swallow. Yes, I'm a real fool, I know. Letting my emotions change so quickly, I'm ashamed of myself. No, not at all. Look at me, I'm infamous for changing my mind. Yeah, I don't think that's a good thing, buddy. My critics have even taken to calling me Judge Fickle. Ho ho ho. Maybe you should look for a different line of work. Despite that, however, he always ends on the correct verdict. That's why some people also call him the Great Judgini. There's nothing great about this guy. The courthouse reading room, that's a strange place to meet the love of your life. And that's not true, Madame Faye. After all, Feeny was not only an art student, but he was also planning on becoming a lawyer. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about you, Miss Hawthorne. What was a literature student doing in a courthouse reading room? This line of questioning is a waste of time. It has nothing to do with the murder case. Miss Faye, I'm warning you. If this has nothing to do with Mr. Swallow's case, you have to remember the judge is on Dahlia's side. You better tread carefully. Keep pressing anyway. Your Honor, if you allow me to have some latitude, I think I can establish the relevance. Please ask her to continue on with the testimony. Very well. Young lady, we've got a simple question for you. What were you doing downstairs in the courthouse reading room? If it pleases Your Honor, the answer is simply this. come to this for a research paper I was writing. Writing a paper? On what? On the relationship between modern century poetry and the criminal underworld. Wow. That sounds like a fascinating research idea. Am I getting old? I've never forgotten. Now I've even forgotten what I've forgotten. Again with the midlife crisis stuff. Mia, why did that girl really come to this courthouse? Isn't that what you wanted to know? And speaking of forgetting things, you haven't forgotten the police report, have you? Went through a lot of trouble getting it, dear, so please sure to read it carefully. Yeah, I know, I'm just... So what was it about Mr. Wright that made your heart malfunction like that? In my personal opinion, he just looks like a typical snotty-nosed college brat. Perhaps to a woman your age, but to me, Feeney's handsome. Your age? This is like what, 25? Oh, I don't even get to see your own report. Perhaps to you, Miss Harton, but to the rest of the planet, he's a dime a dozen. Love is a mysterious thing, and I object to this line of questioning. He's a sad puppy, yeah. Pretty much, huh? If you were to look at my wife, for example, you might all be shocked. I don't want to know that. He's telling the truth. It was truly, truly shocking. Beautiful mushroom, growing tall in the darkness. It comes from cow dung. That's the poem that best describes how I feel about my Feeny. I see. Great. Are there any bad feelings between you and Mr. Swallow? No, not at all. You parted on very good terms. But it can't be. My investigation also shows that it was a clean breakup. Or this reminds me of Toho music, weirdly enough. Huh? Are you sure? Yes, it seems that they both wanted it that way. So the victim wanted to break up with her? Press further. So you're saying that Mrs. Swallow also wanted to break up to you? Well, you see. What a cruel thing to ask a lovely young lady like this. By the way, I've never once considered leaving my wife. No one cares, Mr. Payne. She didn't deny it. That was mean. Doug Swallow must have seen through her little act. He must have gotten a glimpse of her true nature. Mr. Dreamier, drumming as a judge in the palm of her hand. He's 24 in this game. I thought it was 5 years apart. Mr. Dreamier, the woman as a judge in the palm of her hands, you see. The only way to discredit her is to find a contradiction in her testimony. I'm pretty sure you want me to present this. Miss Hawthorne, you weren't here because of your research paper, were you? Didn't you actually come here for a much more important reason? What's the meaning of that cocky smile on your face, Miss Fay? 8 months ago, in this very courthouse, there was another tragedy. Another tragedy? Do you mean the incident in which an attorney was poisoned? The name of the suspect in the incident listed is in this report. And the name is Dahlia Hawthorne. What? Dahlia Hawthorne? Yes, the sweetie pie of everyone's eye, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. She was the prime suspect in a criminal case just 8 months ago. Yeah, get her ass. Order, order, order. This is unbelievable. It's true then. The loveliest rose can hide. Miss Fay, that's not fair. You can't slander my witness in an unrelated case. I, Winston Payne, will not allow it. Mr. Prosecutor, I believe I was speaking. Pardon me, go right ahead. It's true that about 8 months ago, the police expressed some interest in me. Expressed some interest, huh? Mr. Judge, sir, I know I'm in a oath, so I tell you the absolute truth. I did not commit a crime that occurred during that incident 8 months ago. I see. Okay, I've tied the 2 crimes together. Now we're just gonna stay on the offensive. Well done, Mia. Oh, you really lit a fire in my heart and my buttocks. Stop talking about your goddamn asshole, dude! Like, nah! I hate this guy! I can hardly imagine cells more inflamed. My spirit or my heart. I don't. Shit, why is he like this? Oh. I don't care about old man asses. About the liar who was poisoned to discuss something in the cafeteria today. I left my seat for just a moment, and that's when it happened. From what I heard, it was a liquid poison that is lethal at just 2 teaspoons. Not only that, I heard it was a very special kind of poison. So you see, I'm innocent. I wouldn't even know where to get a poison like that. Stomach pains those things to a man. Maybe you should eat less. So that's what happened 8 months ago. However, as you heard from the witness's testimony, she had nothing to do with it. Well, his name is Grossberg. I mean, I guess, but still. He wasn't like this in the first game. I think the defense is just about out of tricks. I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Payne. But I'm afraid the defense has many more tricks up its sleeve today. And I'll be sure to show them before the end of this cross-examination. I don't see anything in your sleeves there, Mia. Yep. What the? Why does the defense suddenly feel stronger? Aha, Mia! You're glowing with a true lawyer aura, my dear. It's proud posture and self-confidence, absolutely smashing. Do it just, like, present this thing outright? Oh, I'm actually wrong here, aren't I? Mrs. Testimony is not clear or contradictionary. Okay, I'm trying to go too fast here. Fine. The bat? No, it's not the bat! Shut up about it, Colin Batch. Which one are you talking about with the defense attorney? Well, I'm sorry, but it's confidential. According to the report, you are being interviewed regarding another case. The lawyer that was killed. He said he wanted to talk about an incident I was caught up in when I was younger. Why didn't you tell us all what that incident was? It's absolutely nothing to do with all of this case. Objection sustained. The defense's question is stricken from the record. You get involved in a lot of incidents, don't you, Mrs. Hawthorne? Well, I guess I was just born under a bad sign. Don't worry, Dolly, I'll protect you. You heard the man. Now that's true love, young lady. Oh, Feeny. Please. Ugh. Those two really make me ill. Albeit for decidedly different reasons. How long were you gone? I've already answered all those questions for the police. But if you must know, maybe 10 or 20 minutes. And where were you during this stretch of time? Using the toilet? What are you saying, Miss Faye? Toilet? My perfect little dolly doesn't poop. You heard the defendant, Miss Faye. Better luck next time. Oh, Feeny. Please. Police have already looked into this whole matter. The line of questioning is nothing but a waste of court's time. Objection sustained. Miss Hawthorne, please continue with your testimony. Well, Phoenix Wright got bad news for you. Even cute girls have to take a shit. But how much liquid is 2 teaspoons? Well, let's see. My bottle of eye drop says 1.5 fluid ounce, which is equal to 3 teaspoons. So about 2/3 of that amount, huh? The poison was found in the liar's mug of coffee. Phoenix will hand fall for a seasonal turfit. Must have been off the table. Someone must have quietly slipped it in there. A special kind of poison? How so? Well, I heard that it is almost impossible to detect. Oh, where would something like that come from? I'm sorry. All I know is what I was overheard policemen saying. They said something about using advanced chemical process to purify it. Chemical processes? Well, that's quite impressive. Most impressive. Including Sawas now. But the question is, how did the criminal get something like that? And that's the reason he didn't arrest you. Because no one could show you how he could have gotten the poison. I think that's a good enough reason, Madame Faye. She's right, and I think we've had enough of Miss Faye's questions. So in essence, the main reason Miss Hawthorne was never arrested for this crime is because no one could have shown how she could have obtained the poison. Now all we have to do is find an easy way to establish how she could have gotten some, right? Great, now just how did a literature student get a hold of poison of all things? That's a question I don't have an answer on, actually. You think? You think it was him? I mean, I guess, yeah. Pharmacology student. Yeah. It's as good as any of a guess. You wouldn't know how to get that kind of poison? I don't believe you. What? In fact, you had easy access to that kind of poison, didn't you? Seems you were correct. At your boyfriend's lab. Boyfriend? You mean the victim, Doc Swallow? That's right. Up until 8 months ago, Miss Harton was dating Mr. Swallow. And if you recall, Mr. Swallow is a pharmacology student. I keep putting the L in the wrong place when I read that. A pharmacology student at Ivy University. Pharmacology? This laboratory contained highly advanced chemistry equipment. In fact, without such equipment, the culprit could have never have obtained such a rare and special poison. Well, Miss Harton, seems she had access to such poison after all. And then it was a matter of slipping it into the victim's coffee when he wasn't looking. The only person who could have done that was the one sitting at this very table. Yo. It's also a very good pursuit theme, isn't it? To order water could be. It's nothing but a business like. May I say something, Madame Faye? What is it, Miss Harton? The amount of poison in the coffee was 2 teaspoons, correct? In order to carry that much liquid, you would need some kind of container. Well, yes, that's true. I was searching immediately after the incident took place. Quite true. In fact, the entire courthouse was turned upside down. But they didn't find a suspicious container anywhere, did they? She's right. You even mentioned it in the report. Well, you could have easily gotten rid of something that small. Excuse me, madame, but this is a court of law. If you're saying that they threw the poison container away, I think you need to show some kind of proof. Proof? Which can be good with that. Provide some evidence or I'll have you disallow this line of questioning, Miss Faye. Unless we can come up with some evidence, we're going to lose this lead. Police conducted a full body search of Dahlia and the entire courthouse. And yet the container holding the poison disappeared right after the crime occurred. If you're going to accuse a young lady of committing the murder, then where is the container the poison was carried in? What happened to it? It says where it is. So it's gonna be Phoenix, right? Yeah. The university can get many things in there. This was high all the time because of the Don't be incriminating your sister on the internet now, come on now. You were forced to get rid of the container in a hurry, weren't you? And that's why you passed it on to someone that had nothing to do with the case. Someone that you knew wouldn't be searched. And who is this person? It's Mr. Phoenix Wright, of course. So the defendant was his witness's accomplice? Of course not. She gave the poison to him, disguised as a present. What? But that's... that's a charming little necklace. Is this a little bottle? It's really quite cute. So what about it? What does it mean, Miss Faye? He says it's a bottle, and then he's like, what does this mean? How many brain cells do you still have in your head, Judge? Come on now. The day that the witness met and fell for Mr. Phoenix Wright was 8 months ago. August 27th, the very same day as the poisoning incident. Under the pretense of love, the witness gave my client a present. All for the purpose of hiding that one piece of evidence that would give her away. What? Are you saying there is a deadly poison in here? The judge has 2 brain cells fighting against each other. Yeah, feels like it. No, there's no longer any poison in the bottle. However, I'm certain if the crime lab had to analyze it, we would find a trace amount. No! Wow! Wah. Order in the court. On behalf of Dolly, I object. Mr. Wright, control yourself. I won't let you bully her like this. Mr. Wright, I told you to stay in your seat. Mr. Wright, why? Why are you going through so much trouble to protect her? Why? Because I'm madly in love with her. Well, love blinds is what they say. Madly in love? I haven't heard anyone say that in a long time. Mr. Wright, have you ever thought about this? Why exactly would a woman like Dahlia often want to date you anyway? Pfft. Well, I guess she must be madly in love with me too. Mr. Wright, please, open your eyes. At this point in the trial, I would think it would be obvious to everyone. The real reason that Dahlia Hoffman is dating you is... She's madly in love with you because of that necklace, to keep you quiet, because of that necklace. Dahlia Hoffman was not, and is not madly in love with you. The only thing she's after is a bauble necklace you love to wear around your neck. My necklace? Back here in the waiting room, you said it yourself. Yeah, but you're so shy. Every time I see her, she's always says the same thing to me. Please give it back now. What a strange girl asking for a present back like that. For Dahlia Hoffman, the necklace is irrefutable evidence of a crime. That's why she absolutely had to get it back. You're lying. But you never gave it back to her. To make things worse for her, you insisted on showing it to everyone you met. That's why she... I don't believe you. No! It's a lie! Wow! Mia, you're right. Ah, the defendant's getting away. Bailiff, hurry, after him. Mia, you're right. Yes, I think so. No boy, he went completely insane. Where's Mr. Wright? Looks like the bailiff caught him, so he should be back soon enough. Thank goodness. Oh no. What is it? The bauble necklace! Miss Hartle's present. It's gone. What? It's terrible. Mr. Wright must have grabbed it when he slammed into me. Foolish boy. Foolish fool doing foolish things. It's the only thing that could have saved him. What in the blazes are we supposed to do now? Mr. Wright, this sort of behavior is unprecedented in the history of this court. I'm sorry. I'm afraid that your apology is not enough. Mr. Wright, what did you do with the bauble necklace? Forgive me. I'm sorry. It's okay, just give back the necklace. I flushed it down the toilet or some shit. I ate it! It's even worse, there's poison in it. What? You ate it? It was too big to swallow, so I had to chew it into little bits first, but yeah. Ugh. Ugh. What the... What? What's he doing now? Phoenix, you fucking idiot. You gotta stop the trial. Once again, how is none of this brought up by the first time he showed up in court in the first game? Like, retroactively it makes no fucking sense, but hey. Mr. Wright, are you feeling okay? Does your stomach hurt? The bottle you sold may have had some poison left in it. It seems the defendant has proven the prosecution's case for us. Clearly the bottle did not contain deadly poison. How can you be so sure? I mean, it's in the bowl. It's not like he broke the fucking bowl. I think that's obvious. As you can see, the defendant is still very much alive. As for the poison, it's more like a fledgling defense attorney's overactive imagination. So it would seem. No, there must be some mistake. The bowl must not have had any poison left in it. Either that or the poison must have lost its potency. And there. It's alright, rookie. I mean, the poison was in there originally, but if the thing was empty, like, a trace amount of poison might not be enough to be lethal, you know? Oh well. Interesting, you claim is the most noble thing a defense attorney can do. And it's heartwarming to see that you place this much faith in Mr. Wright. But that's how it is for us on the prosecution side too. For example, I would trust a witness, Miss Halfone, with my very life. It crunched, did it though? Well, maybe. Just imagine he ate up the metal parts. Whatever. This is why I can state that the assessment of her is completely wrong. That's enough. Fortunately, Miss Faye, I cannot accept your explanation of the events. But why? You claim to chew it. It's maybe possible for a beginner like you to understand. In the court of law. Actually, he couldn't be chewing a glass bowl. His fucking mouth would be bleeding by now. In the court of law, evidence is everything. Ugh. Give this man some laxatives right now. Even though I've proved so much, he's going to get away with everything. Well, now that the suspicion surrounding Mr. Hoffman has been cleared up, I'd like to proceed with the trial. Mr. Wright? I'm sorry, Miss Faye. Totally slipped my mind. I'm really, really sorry. I know you believe in me, and I feel like I really let you down. These things lose potency at a time, that's why massive expiration date. Like, it's been 8 months, and keep in mind the bottle was empty. So, like, 1 drop is probably not enough, right? So what were you trying to say? Something I forgot to tell you. What is it? That day. The day I met Doug Swallow. You should have swallowed the necklace. God damn, we're getting this scene again? For fuck's sake, this is the 3rd time today. Two teaspoons, yeah. It's going to be bad news, you're lying. Just listen to me, there's something you need to know. Last night, someone stole some poison from my lab. Poison? Same thing happened 8 months ago. A drug sample was stolen. She came to the lab at that time too. It could only have been her. That girl's a thief. Stop it. Don't talk about her like that. Is it true? Did you really say that? That's ridiculous! It's one more thing. After I pushed him that day, I got worried and I came back to have a look. And she was there. Dolly was right there. She was crouched down next to him. What? She told me not to ever tell anyone about it, but... I'm sorry, Dolly. Just because all the fatal blows doesn't mean there wouldn't be noticeable facts. Maybe. I'm not suited well enough in chemicals, so I can't tell you. You wanna know this is the defendant is? Miss Faye, you tell them. Dolly didn't do it. She's innocent. So Dahlia stole poison 8 months ago too, huh? If you put it together with Mr. Wright's testimony, there's only one possible conclusion. The defense believes that Miss Dahlia Hawthorne saw some poison on the night before she killed Doug Swallow. She will be standing. The night before? Naturally, motive for stealing it was to kill someone. Yes, shots of glass in him, yeah, it's like the biggest problem it's not addressed. Faye, if you're so certain of your theory, then let me ask you this. Mia, this is your last chance, think carefully now. Something that she desperately wanted to get back, therefore. Exactly who was Mr. Dahlia Hawthorne planning to kill? There was one person that was standing squarely in Miss Dahlia Hawthorne's way, and that person was... Phoenix Wright. Me? That's preposterous. After all, it was Doug Swallow that was murdered. Well, it's true that that's how things worked out. But let's remember that Mr. Swallow died of electrocution, not poison. The person that Miss Hawthorne was planning to poison was in fact... you, Phoenix Wright. Could be no one else, it could be it. But how can that be? I told Mr. Phoenix Wright and Miss Hawthorne made me laugh. It's an entire facade, come on now. Poor Mr. Wright is supposed to be killing him. Hang in there. I'll bring you to justice, I swear it. As I said before, the only thing Miss Hawthorne truly cared about was the one piece of evidence linking her to that incident 8 months ago. That's right. The bottle necklace. That's all she cared about. But even so, why would she go so far as to murder him? 8 months ago, just after the fall of the attorney in the basement cafeteria. Dahlia Hawthorne could only think of one thing. How to get rid of the bottle necklace as quickly as possible. No, it can't be. It was a pretty good move that she made it too. The evidence was missing for a long time. There's just one big problem. Although she got him to hide the evidence, Mr. Wright refused to return it to her. So only pure to destroy and the only one thing I've got the name is standing. Huh? Adrenaline? Maybe. Trimmed a tiny little ball that was a cherished treasure. He even showed it to everyone he met. You mean, that's why she tried to kill Mr. Wright? Correct, Your Honor. It was to retrieve a piece of evidence. That can't be true! Feeny, what a joke you are. Uh-oh. Well, she's still being nice, huh? Honestly, how can any woman ever count on you for anything? I even told you time and time again to keep your trap shit about me and that necklace. You disgust me. Miss Hawthorne? It appears that we're nearing the end of this trial. Fine, I can tell you the plan will make me into a criminal no matter what I say. I can tell you plan will make me into a criminal no matter what I say. You are a criminal, Miss Hawthorne. We'll see about that. But first, where's your evidence? Seems your sniveling little crybaby for Clyde has eaten the bottle as a snack. Ugh. Well, hey old man, are you senile or something? Why don't you say something instead of sitting there with a dumb look on your face? Miss Hawthorne? What's happened to you? Are you really that shocked? Or do you prefer me in this way, Mr. Judge? With absolutely no proof, you treat a voluntary witness like she's a mass murderer. Well, I have nothing more to say. I'll be heading home now if you don't mind. But we're not finished. Fine. Then ask this nasty old hag to finish up already. Hag? Come on now. Can't let her get away this time. Stop me, Em. If you keep on pushing without any evidence, you could pay the ultimate price as a liar. The ultimate price? You'll be forced to take off your attorney's badge forever, I'm afraid. No! You better think it over carefully, Miss Fay. Or should I say, Miss Gray? Well, Miss Fay, can you provide evidence that would establish her guilt once and for all? If I mess up here, my career as a liar is over. I got no fucking idea what you want me to point out there, honestly. Guess we'll see. But to be honest, at this point I don't have any evidence that's well founded. Even so, trying to lose my attorney's badge and gotta get away with murder. Your Honor, the defense would like to prevent proof. Impossible. You can't possibly... Stupid woman. It's the opinion of the court that there's already been enough discussion. Therefore, I will have only one piece of evidence to be presented. Just one? If you are unable to establish your guilt, I'm afraid that a very harsh verdict will immediately be handed down on Mr. Wright. I understand, Your Honor. I can just imagine the headlines for tomorrow's newspaper. Up-and-coming liar plummets to earth before she gets the chance to soar. She's planning to poison Mr. Wright. If that's the case, then the poison was probably in there. Well, Miss Fay, please present your evidence. Show this to the court, scored irrefutable proof that Miss Harton was planning to miss poison. Tease them probably. Also, give me a second. It's getting dark in here. Like, that's the only thing that you could give to him where the stuff could be in, so... It's the only evidence that I have that can prove for us that, so yeah. Here it is, Your Honor, the evidence that will prove her guilt once and for all. Cold to Killer X? Phoenix Wright's beloved cold medicine? He? Does a wicked defendant's attorney have a bit of a cold? If I did, I still wouldn't take this cold medicine. After all, it's been poisoned. What? Remember what the defendant said in his testimony? But I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident. I always eat with Dolly, just the two of us. She was the one who took this bowl of cold Killer X. Then she poisoned it, knowing that Mr. Wright was going to take some. Now you're really grasping at straws. After all, it was the victim, Doc Swallow, that was holding the medicine. I'd like the court to recall the crime that happened here 8 months ago. Where did Miss Harton hide the evidence? Huh? What are you talking about? 8 months ago, the poison was hidden in a ball necklace, which she then gave to someone else for safekeeping. Someone she had accidentally run into in the reading room. My client, Miss Phoenix Wright. Yes, that's right. She did the same thing this time as well. After shooting the victim, Mr. Phoenix Wright left the scene of the crime. So the murderer, Dahlia off in the pig. Patricia was carrying a poisoned bottle of cold killer X. This, of course, was so she could carry out her plan to murder Mr. Wright. I believe she did testify that she was going to meet with the defendant. Yes, and she heard and saw everything that happened on the scene of the crime, including what the defendant and the victim were arguing about, and the cut electrical cable. That's when she realized, can't allow Doug Swallow to live. She used to sever the electrical cable to silence him forever. Unfortunately for her, this is where the problem occurred. Mr. Wright, who she thought left the scene, came back to check upon the victim. And on top of that, because of the power outage, some students showed up as well. Sally only wondered that she was, as she put it, in a state of panic. Recall that she was carrying a bowl of poisoned cold medicine. She must have thought, why did they search me like they did 8 months ago? 8 months ago? Yes, she disposed of the evidence exactly the same way she did back then. She had someone else hold it. In this case, Doug Swallow. Oh, come on now, everyone. Surely you aren't fooled, are you? This stupid woman, she's nothing but a filthy, stinking liar. Right, Mr. Prosecutor? Yes, that's exactly right. It's just pure desperation. I wonder which one of us is the desperate one. So, Miss Hawthorne. This cold medicine. I wonder if you wouldn't mind taking some. Well, Mr. Wright did that necklace of yours, right? Now it's your turn to prove your innocence. What do you say? I'm just a filthy, stinking liar. Then there's no need to worry. So come on, show us. I dare you to take some of this medicine right now. Mia Fey. Mia Fey. Do you think you've won? Well, do you, Mia Fey? That's just fine. For the time being, victory is yours. For the time being? Well, I have a very long memory, you know. You and I will meet again, then I'm certain of it. Well then, Mr. Judge. I'll see you later too, okay? Huh? What? Huh? Yes? I'm going to spend a little quality time with the man in blue now. Wish you all the best. Pfft. She's just up and confesses like that. That was very satisfying. Phew. It's finally all over. I refuse to accept this. The defense doesn't show a scrap of evidence to support our outrageous claim. Even so, your witness seems to have accepted it. I don't care. I'm Winston Payne. And I don't believe one word that this rookie lawyer has said. Now, Mr. Payne, let me ask you this. Yes? Would you care to try this cold medicine? What? Just a little earlier, I could have sworn you said. That's alright, rookie. For example, I would trust a witness, Miss Hawthorne, with my very life. So, if you're so trustworthy, then I'm sure there couldn't possibly be any poison in here, right? You see, yes. And here comes the back battle. Come now, rookie killer. Show this rookie how it's done. How much do you really have for this woman? Are you willing to bet your life? Yeah! My hair! It's flying off! My beautiful hair! No! No! And that's how he lost his hair, ladies and gentlemen. Miss Payne, about Mr. Dahlia Hawthorne. Yes, Your Honor? I'll file papers for immediate arrest. Tragic, but not surprising. I knew there was something suspicious about it from the very beginning. Don't lie, just admit you were wrong. By the way, Miss Payne. Yes, Your Honor? Was it just me or did you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne seem to know each other? Your Honor? Why do we do that there's no bearing on this case? Very well. Mr. Payne. This can't be happening. It's a nightmare. It's like losing to my daughter. The best Mr. Pain has lost his spirit along with his hair. The spirit resides in her hair, got it. Does the defendant have to say anything further to say? It can't be true. My dear Dolly. Achoo! Very well then. I believe I'm ready to pass judgment and bring this trial to an end. Court finds the defendant, Phoenix Wright, not guilty. If he were, there wouldn't be no other games, huh? The court is adjourned. It would be nice if every case in this game was so short. Mia, you were wonderful in there. Thank you for everything, Mr. Grossberg. During the verdict, I thought my hemorrhoids were going to explode like my Vesuvius. Ew! Ew! I don't want that mental image. No! Mr. Grossberg, do you think you could stop talking about him? That's pretty rude. Anyway, this case made me rethink. What does it really mean to have a relationship of mutual trust with my client line? Perhaps it is we veteran lives who have lost the sight of this. I don't know, Red. I don't know. I don't remember much of this game. Oh, Mr. White, congratulations. Thanks. Do you know, I was thinking. Go on. Also, Red, I guess you can consider those spoilers. No spoiling shit. Oi. The dolly that I saw up there on the witness stand. Don't think it was really her. What? Yeah, the dolly I know could never have said those kind of terrible things. Maybe she was like, I don't know. That's why Apollo exists. I know the Apollo games exist. I don't know why they exist. I think I've seen them. I don't know anything about them though. Maybe she was like, I don't know, a fake or something. Boy, this poor kid still hasn't gotten a clue. You need to forget about it, Mr. Wright. For your own sake. Yeah, you're right. It's probably for the best. Also, you need to relax a bit more. Try to grow up a little. It's a decades-old game. Yeah, but it doesn't mean that I know anything about them. But out of all of my friends, everyone says I'm the most grown up. Like I haven't played every game in existence, Rat. Nor have I seen every movie in existence. It's still possible I get spoiled and shit, you know? What kind of company does this guy keep? Right now I'm studying to become a lawyer myself. That's what you keep saying. But I thought you were in the art department. Well, yeah, I'm... but as a friend, there's one I desperately want to help. And if I hurry, then I should still be able to save him in time. I see. Same as Faye. A lawyer is someone who can help people when they're in trouble, right? That's right, I'm still new at this myself. But I think this is exactly what a lawyer is. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'll study my butt off. Larry is the... Fucking Larry. I'm going to do it. I'll study my butt off. I'll become a lawyer for sure. I hope. I hope we see each other again someday. Maybe even in court. Well, about that, buddy. About that. It's been 5 years since I was acquitted of all charges. I became a lawyer like I planned and I managed to save my friend. Not to mention the incredibly painful shit you had when you had to shit out glass and gold, but hey, we don't talk about it here, I guess. But we had passed on to a better place. For me, this trial brings up a lot of painful memories. But it also brings up some very precious ones. And memories that I thought would never rise to the surface again. Years gone now. But even so, I can hear in my mind. Phoenix, no matter what, I'll always believe in your client. In a court of law, your greatest weapon is your belief. 5 long years. Something has happened that made me think back to her words of wisdom. But it is a story for another day. I mean, I only know a few things about this game, but I really do not remember everything of it. There he is! Save your progress up until this point? Yeah. I mean, I've seen Oxy played him like 6 years ago, but holy fuck if I didn't remember anything other than the first game. And even the first game I only like remembered like a little bit of it. The time is 1 AM. Beep. Is this a fucking finger statue again? Please don't. Detective, we made it! Phew. What a relief. Glad the jewel is still safe. Well, I think it's gonna explode, isn't it? Oh, guess who this is? Oh, you said it, pal. Must have been a rock solid security to scare him off. You wouldn't mind opening the safe just to double check? Like, you're never going to beat interrogating the parrot. Like, really. Ah! We've been had! Mosque to mosque, salutations. Out front, guards! Turn on searchlights! Ha 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 ha! Better luck next time, gentlemen! Another eccentric personality, huh? Ha 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 ha! Excuse me, but I'm afraid I must be leaving now. We shall meet again when the next moon is full. Ha 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 ha! Ha 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 ha! It's not mosque to mosque, it's mosque star to mosque. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. But that is a story for next week. Oh man. It's been like what? 2 hours and 15 minutes and I'm already died of talking. Oh gosh, this game is gonna fucking wreck my throat again, isn't it? But alright chat, that'll be it for today. Thank you all for watching and I'll catch you next week with the follow-up of this, I guess.